What is going on, legends? This is Raf from Two Dudes Talk Music here. Just trying something a little different. We're trying to switch up the formula a bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sit down with you guys. I'm going to go through some news stories, and we're also going to cover some new releases that have come out this week, as well as this day in music. So let's jump right into it with
the music news.
All right, let's jump right into it with a story from Revolver magazine about Rage Against the Machine vocalist Zack de la Rocha. Those who have been at the shows in the US recently may have noticed he's actually been performing seated with a visible cast on his left leg. Not really a lot has been known about exactly what the injury was until more recently. It's been confirmed that he has suffered a torn ACL, which is the anterior cruciate ligament. For those that may not know, the ACL is a ligament in your knee, and basically it's very common for sports people to injure it. It's pretty easy to do, and it just kind of makes it really, really painful and difficult to put any weight on the leg, so that would be why he's performing sitting down. Now, recovery on this can sometimes involve surgery, and it often involves being rest and recovery for about 9 months, which is possibly what's the cause then for the cancellation of the UK and European shows that has been scheduled for later in this year. But yeah, look, we would like to wish Zack de la Rocha all the best in his recovery. And hopefully he's back at it real soon with minimal issues. Those of you guys who watch the podcast will obviously recall we reported on the unfortunate passing of Olivia Newton-John, who tragically lost her battle to cancer at age 73 earlier this week. In the wake of her passing, though, multiple albums of hers have actually returned into the ARIA album charts. So, Hopelessly Devoted, The Hits, has climbed up to number 5, while the Grease soundtrack has actually climbed up to number 8 on the ARIA charts. Now, look, this is likely due to fans listening to her music a lot in the wake of her passing as their own way of mourning and paying tribute, that's obviously what we're able to do as fans there. Hopefully this generates a little bit more money for the estate and for her various charity organizations that she was involved with. But yeah, look, if you're a fan, this is probably one of the best ways that you can mourn her. So good on you guys, and maybe one of them will get up to number 1. Who knows? I guess we'll have to see how that plays out. So moving on to a slightly weirder story now. This is one I didn't even hear anything about until I was researching news stories for this video. But basically, Capitol Music Group has signed what they're claiming is the first ever augmented reality artist to sign with a major label. So this whole story, right? So this guy called FN Mecca, or it might be FN Mika. I'm not entirely sure of the correct pronunciation on that. But this is a TikTok account that's got over 10 million followers, over 1 billion views. And from what I've been able to discern, what we're looking at here is while the voice is performed by a human, the lyrics and music are apparently, quote, based on artificial intelligence. Now, what that actually means, I don't know. Whether that means it's, it's entirely just AI generated, or if it's AI generated and then sort of curated and tweaked by a human songwriter. Not really sure on that one, but basically Ryan Rudin, who is EVP of Experiential Marketing and Business Development at Capitol, has basically said that FN Mecca, quote, meets the intersection of music, technology, and gaming culture, and is just a preview of what's to come. So, look, there's a song that's released today. Apparently there's a couple of other songs that have released previously. As I said, I've not been familiar with this one. Maybe it's something I'll go and check out. But it seems like a very interesting development, I guess, in the music industry. So who knows where this is going to lead? Maybe there'll be more virtual artists of this nature. Obviously, we've had virtual bands, I guess, like the Gorillaz or Death Clock or things in the past, but those have been written and performed by humans, whereas this is much more AI generated in terms of the content, from what I can gather. So I guess we'll see where this one goes. Obviously, we'll keep you guys updated on it if there's any interesting developments around it. And if you would like to hear more about it, please don't hesitate to let us know. We'll obviously find some more information and see what we can get for you guys. Now, going back to another story from Revolver Mag, big news, big news for fans of Alice in Chains, and particularly their 1992 album Dirt. Dirt is getting a deluxe vinyl reissue for the 30th anniversary. So what this basically means is it's a big old special edition thing. It's going to have 2 LPs on orange vinyl for the album itself. You're also going to get a CD, 7-inch vinyls for the 5 singles that are all going to have new artwork. There's a 24-inch poster, a tour laminate, a hardbound book, and a reprinted set list. All kinds of goodies seem to be included with this one. What I can tell, it's available for pre-order now, so if you are interested in it, I would probably suggest that you get in while you can. And it's supposed to release on September 23rd. This kind of ties in as well. While it is a separate purchase for this other thing, they've also announced that they're going to be releasing 4 Funko Pop figures of the lineup that played on the Dirt album. So look, plenty going on there. If you're an Alice in Chains fan and you want to get on board with some of this, go and check it all out. See how you go. You might find something really cool that you like. So moving on to new releases for this week. This is something we're going to start incorporating onto our videos now. Basically, this week we've got Megan Thee Stallion has released Traumatized. Royce the 5'9" has released The Heaven Experience Volume 1. Kasabian has released The Alchemist's Euphoria. Danger Mouse has actually released a collaboration album with Black Thought from The Roots. This album's called Cheat Codes, so that sounds like what's going to be very, very interesting. Arch Enemy has released Deceivers. Hollywood Undead has released Hotel California. That's California with a K. And Goo Goo Dolls, who I had no idea was still actually making music, has released Chaos in Bloom. So there you go. That's a whole bunch of new albums that have come out this week for you guys to check out.
This day in music.
Moving on to This Day in Music. In 1952, the original version of Hound Dog was recorded by Willie Mae Thornton, aka Big Mama. Of course, most of you will probably know that this song would be later covered by Elvis Presley, which generally is considered to be the most well-known version of the song, but that is actually a cover. In 1964, the Supremes recorded their song Baby Love. I'm not going to sing it because if I do, A, I'll butcher it, and B, YouTube will probably kick off with some bullshit about it. So anyway, moving along. 1965, Jefferson Airplane made their live performance debut, which was at the Matrix Club in San Francisco. In 1967, Fleetwood Mac made their live performance debut, which was at the National Jazz and Blues Festival, which featured also performances by Jeff Beck, Cream, and Pink Floyd. Speaking of Pink Floyd, in 1971, they made their first ever Australian live appearance, performing in Melbourne. And on this day, the 13th of August in 1994, Woodstock 94 took place, which featured bands such as Green Day, Nine Inch Nails, Aerosmith, and Red Hot Chili Peppers. Thank you so much for tuning in to this one today, guys. If you like this new format that we're trying out, doing sort of smaller news videos, let us know in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, do all that good stuff. You can find us on Facebook, and we do the live stream podcast on Twitch as well, so go follow us over there. Two Dudes Talk Music basically everywhere, except I think on Twitch it's the number 2 instead of the word 2. Not quite sure how that happened, but anyway, yeah, we do have the Slaughter to Prevail reaction on our YouTube channel right now, so don't forget to go and check that one out. If you've got any ideas on news stories you want to see us cover, people you want to see us interview, any of that good stuff, any questions you might want to ask us, pop them in the comments or shoot us an email, twodudestalkmusic@gmail.com. Thanks again, guys. Just as a sign off here, look, we know the world's pretty rough these days. Please be kind to yourselves. Be kind to the people around you. People deserve it. And yeah, look after each other, and we might just get through this. Cheers, legends.